What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to TD Chargers Talk, home of the real Los Angeles Chargers fans. Listen, today we want to talk about a few things. We want to talk about Nasir Adderley. We also want to talk about whether or not Tom Brady was throwing some shade, to Tyrod Taylor recently, and also a secret weapon that the Chargers, I personally believe, have. We're going to break down those things and more. Hey, make sure that you subscribe. Make sure that you hit that like button. Oh, I'm replaying it. Make sure that you subscribe. Make sure you hit that like button, guys. I see Talk AFC is in the building. Last name Bird. We are live. We're going to try to do most of our shows live on this channel. So if you want to interact, if you want to comment in the comment section, I will read some of the comments. And if you check it late, just remember it can come any time of the day. All right. But I'm happy to be starting the Chargers channel. Let's dive in. Nasir Adderley, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking about a safety out of Delaware in 2019 that the Chargers have drafted. There are a lot of fans and, possibly teammates who aren't really high on him. But I'm here to tell you that he may be the guy who breaks out this year for the Chargers. We all know that the Los Angeles Chargers have struggled on the defensive end of the football, in large part why they had no success last year. They have to get better at the linebacking core. They have to get better at the secondary core in order for them to compete. They have the nice, brand new, shiny quarterback in Herbert, who broke all kind of rookie records, but he had no help on defense. So the Chargers just had to address the positions in the secondary to make life better for the team to do bigger and better things. Now, Mr. Adderley, listen, he has every opportunity to be the guy. Right now, his coaches are very high on him. But just to give you a little background, when they drafted him in 2019, he actually had an injury, and the injury he got was actually at Pro Day. He hadn't even come into the league yet and played before he was already injured. So they drafted an injured player from Pro Day, all right? Now, he was a second-round pick, and I'm actually curious, did his stock fall because of that injury, or is it where it should be? Some of you football heads, maybe you let me know in the comment section, all right? But there are high expectations for this kid that he just has not lived up to yet. In his rookie season, he was placed on IR in week 8, and he barely played. I believe he had 10 snaps offensively his rookie year and 51 snaps on special teams. But I will say this, there is promise, because the 10 snaps that he played in game, he showed up and he showed out and he flashed during those moments. And that's what you look for in a young player. But the problem is being very hopeful for his sophomore season. He came in and he had too many ups and downs, But that was under Gus Bradley's scheme. He's going to be in a new scheme now. And the beautiful thing is your new head coach is defensive minded. Sometimes that's what it takes. You want to bring in a defensive-minded coach, especially if your offense is clicking on all cylinders, which the Chargers offense definitely is. And now you got the defensive-minded coach to surefire that defense. I personally look for the Chargers to make a big leap, a big gain this season, and actually turn it around and be relevant. And I don't know if I can say playoffs or anything further than that, but I believe there are a whole lot more victories than what they had last year just from an improved defense. But if they're going to improve on that side of the ball, they're going to need Mr. Adderley's contribution at the safety position. Now, he's paired up with all-pro strong safety Derwin James, but the coaches as of right now feel like they already have two starters on their roster, and Derwin James and Adderley being those two guys at the safety position. Now, the good thing about Adderley is the fact that he has versatility. The coaches feel like they'll be able to deploy him in the slot, the safety, and linebacker hybrid position as well. So he should see a lot of playing time. Will he be the starter? According to the coaches, they love what he's doing right now. They feel like year 3 should be the breakout season. He has the defensive-minded coach, and so far, these are their words, not mine. He's doing a great job getting a full grasp of the new system. Those are their words, all right? Now, another thing that I thought was very interesting that I actually love is that the Chargers deploy their defense in a game-based learning platform called Kahoot, okay? And what that is, that has a lot of quizzes, and it also tests their football knowledge. And right now, the coaches say that Adderley is dominating. So that's the mental aspect. When you're talking about safeties, that's one thing you really want them to have, the mental aspect of the game. And Adderley seems like he has the full package in that regards. Now, will he be a breakout player in year 3? Let me know what you think in the comment section. Yes, if Adderley's going to be a breakout player. No, if he has no shot. Let me know what you think in the comment section. All the real Chargers fans, I want to hear from you all. Put it in the comment section. And I appreciate more people coming into the live stream right now. Adam, welcome to the live stream. This is the new channel for the real Los Angeles Chargers fans. I appreciate you tuning in. Now, moving along. A lot of speculation has been happening lately about Tom Brady and his recent comments. He was on a recent episode of The Shop, which will be airing soon, and that's the new platform that LeBron James created, just so you know, give you a little backdrop. And he was being interviewed. I know Draymond Green was there from the Golden State Warriors, and Brady talked about his experience in free agency and selecting which team he wanted to go to. Now, in that process, he outlines in detail a interaction he had with a specific team. We don't know which team. There's too much speculation going around on what team he was talking about. But the reason why it has something to do with the Chargers is because there's a lot of rumors that it could have really been the Chargers. But I'm going to tell you why I think it could have been and why I think it couldn't have been. We're going to talk about it and why it really doesn't matter, because the Chargers won anyway. All right. They won that whole decision anyway. So let's break it down. So Brady went on to say that there was one team at the last minute, right before he made his decision, that said, never mind, we're out. We actually don't want to pursue you anymore. We're out of the running. We don't want to be in the running. In his comments, and I'll be PC and hold the vulgar language, he said, I can't believe you're going to stick with this guy over me. That's what he said, okay? Now, a lot of speculation coming out saying he was referring to the Chargers and Tyrod Taylor. Now, I will be honest with you all. If it was the Chargers, from that moment, Brady had a point. You're going to stick with Tyrod over Tom Brady? No one in their right mind would do that. But if it was the Chargers that he's talking about, you have nothing to worry about being a Chargers fan, because you made the smart move. You outsmarted Tom Brady. How? Because you knew Tyrod Taylor wasn't the long term anyway. You knew that you were going to go draft the young quarterback and Justin Herbert, who broke all type of rookie records and balled out his rookie season. And based off of trajectory, he's projected to be better than Tom Brady. Now, I'm not going to go all full-blown blasphemy here. You cannot compare Justin Herbert to Tom Brady, but I will say he has gotten a heck of a start, and his trajectory is on pace to be one of the greatest of all time. But time will tell. These guys are young. We got to let it play out for some time to see what he'll really be long term, all right? Now, there's also speculation out there that it could be Ryan Tannehill as well, who he was talking about. And so I don't know. We don't know. But I will say this, Chargers fans, if he was talking about Tyrod Taylor, the Chargers got the last laugh, because they actually had a plan, and that was Justin Herbert. All right. So they got their guy, and they're going to move forward with them, and the future is bright for the Los Angeles Chargers. So congratulations by not going with Tom Brady and picking Herbert in the draft, if that was the case. All right. Now, last thing we want to talk about is the secret weapon that I feel the Los Angeles Chargers have this year. Who's the secret weapon? It's not even a player. It's a coach. Brandon Staley. Listen. This guy here is your secret weapon, okay? Why is he the secret weapon? Your offense has already been clicking on full cylinders and can be better, and I believe will be better, especially with the second year of Justin Herbert. No worries on the offensive side of the ball, okay? But the defense struggled to help. There were too many shootouts, too many times where Herbert had the team in the game just for the defense to lose it. Bringing in Staley was huge for the Los Angeles Chargers. We're talking about the former defensive coordinator for the Los Angeles Rams. This guy was number one in scoring defense, number one in total yards allowed, number one in first downs allowed, number one in passing yards allowed, number 3 in run defense, and number 10 in turnovers forced. Now, I have to admit, a lot of that, it could be easily said, well, you got Jalen Ramsey and Aaron Darnold. Fair. But at the same token, that's why you bring in a guy who knows the vision, knows what you need to get. The additions that he made in the draft with the general manager, the decisions they made where you could see it spelled clearly. Outside of the O-line, they focused on the defense, the secondary. They're focusing on getting better, making that defense great, all right? And if anybody can do it, this is the guy to do it. And you have the right, he's going to be the secret weapon. He's going to be the guy that gets Adderley to play top-level football, and everybody's like, finally, the second-round pick showed up. And, oh, my gosh, he is the man to get that untapped talent on the roster and make it something great on the defensive side of the ball. That's what you want when you got a young quarterback who's great in an offense that moves the ball. You want a defensive-minded coach to bring it full circle. I'm still a firm believer that defense wins championships at the end of the day. No matter how great Patrick Mahomes is, he lost in the Super Bowl because he ran into a great defense. That's just how it works. No matter how great Josh Allen was last year, he lost in the AFC Championship round because he ran into a great defense. It's just what it is. You want to improve your defense, and Brandon Staley is the perfect guy to do it. You have the right man in place. He is your secret weapon. So tell me what you think, Chargers fans. Do you think Brandon Staley is going to bring an element to this game that changes the trajectory of the Chargers and hopefully propels the team to playoff contention? I really do think that one of the hardest things it is for a team to do is find your quarterback. You've already done it. I really do think that that's the foundation, and now you need to build that defense to make it even better. We're going to come back. We're going to have more Chargers news for you, but again, if you're liking the content and you want more of this every single day, subscribe to TD Chargers Talk, home of the real Los Angeles Chargers fans. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hey, let's do it. Peace. We out.